Welcome back everyone, and thanks for joining me for episode 8 of my Manchester United career on Football Manager 2019. You join me today for a special episode, our next two games in the Premier League, both at Old Trafford, both against North London clubs. Up first, we take on Arsenal, who currently sit in third in the league. Then a couple of days later, we take on Mauricio Pochettino's Tottenham, also at Old Trafford. Also another important game. In the last episode, you saw we knocked Dortmund out of the Champions League. Then we went on to beat Leicester and Everton also in the league. And we've just beaten Burnley 3-1 in the FA Cup quarter-final, which means we are going to Wembley to play in the semi-final. This was our formation. Rotated the side a bit. Joel Pereira started in between the posts. We had Smalling and Jones as the two centre-halves. It was Pogba that got things started with that penalty in the 5th minute. Rashford scored 2 goals within 2-3 minutes. And Burnley failed to register a shot on target. We were defensively sound. We were solid at the back. Kept our shape. And it's such a shame we had to concede. And in such unfortunate circumstances as well. The ball hitting the post and going off the back of Joel Pereira and rolling across the line. Very unfortunate. But you can see elsewhere in the FA Cup, Blackburn, Southampton and Liverpool all advanced through to the semi-final, and we've been drawn against Blackburn. It's quite the historical fixture, Blackburn against Manchester United. Really looking forward to this FA Cup tie to be played at Wembley as well. Should be a good one. Look at the start to April though. We play Spurs, which is up after the Arsenal game. Then we've got Blackburn at Wembley. Then we've got the Champions League quarter-final first leg against Liverpool, then City in the league, and then Liverpool again in the Champions League. A mad and quite exciting start to the month of April. Well, this is the league table as it stands then, heading into our next game against Arsenal. They can certainly close the gap to just 3 points with a win over us today, whereas we need to continue on our good run of form. Arsenal, slightly better form over the last 5 games, but saying that, they haven't beaten us once this season. You can see we've beaten them in our last 2 meetings. We played them in the FA Cup 4th round. We beat them at the Emirates. It finished 1-0 there. And then back in the league at the Emirates again, we beat them 2-1 to get the 3 points. Goals coming from Pogba and an own goal from Alexander Lacazette. So then, team news, Granit Xhaka is suspended and Ashley Young and Ander Herrera are both out for Manchester United. We're going to put David De Gea in goal. Not going to have Pereira start this game. And Ashley Young, as you can see, he's got 5 to 10 days until he returns back to full training. I'm going to put Fellaini on the bench. He's happy now with the first team football that he's been getting. We're going to start Martial ahead of Sanchez for this game, as Sanchez did start in the Cup against Burnley. And we're going to start Matic as well. It's good to have him back. He did also return to first team football in that FA Cup fixture against Burnley. Now, Phil Jones has been performing in the games that he's come into so far this season, but he is transfer listed at the moment. And we're going to go be expressive. We're playing at home. We're going to take the game to Arsenal and see what comes of it. We're playing positive with that vertical tiki-taka style, which has seen us good so far this season. Here are the team lineups then. So Arsenal, well, look at Aubameyang, very isolated up top there. Looks like Unai Emery is expecting the worst here today, going very defensive. Torreira and El Neni starting central midfield. It's a defensive Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny and Monreal, with the experienced Petr Cech in goal. Aubameyang has scored 18 goals in 35 games this season. Can we stop him today? I hope so. As Aubameyang finds Zivkovic, and he gets another effort on goal. Just goes wide. I think it took a knock as well, obviously, because they've got a corner, Arsenal. Zivkovic is going to take it. It's headed away by Nemanja Matic. Falling for Mesut Ozil. Jesse Lingard does well to win the ball, but a foul was made there. Jesse tripping Ozil. I'm going to change that to the league table so we could keep an eye on our standings. Although Liverpool, they're not playing on the same day as us, as this is Friday night football. We kicked off at 8 o'clock. Liverpool play tomorrow, being the Saturday, with the lunchtime kick-off at home to Southampton. I expect them to get the win there. Here's Anthony Martial now. You can see Arsenal, look at the way they're digging in here. Really expecting such pressure from United, and we've already given it to them. Under 10 minutes gone. Here's a corner from Fred, looking for Lukaku, and Martial on the end of it. Check saves. Link Shaw to Paul Pogba. The rumour mill starting to spin up with Pogba and Barcelona at the moment. Valencia swings that in, and it's Romelu Lukaku that gets United up and running in today's game. It's 1-0 against Arsenal. Didn't take us very long, did it? 13 minutes in. Look at Luke Shaw. Look at Lukaku's movement as well. Keep watching Lukaku. He's sandwiched here between Bellerin and is that Koscielny. It's not even Mustafi who's playing on the right side of central defence. Valencia swings it in. Lukaku just pips them all to it. Great aerial dominance. Perfect height for him. He didn't really have to jump for the ball. Just nodded it past Petr Cech to put United in the lead. Here is Bailly then taking a free kick. Finds Jesse Lingard. Loves a goal against Arsenal. Can he get on the score sheet today? That's it for Anthony Martial, and it's 2-0. That is fantastic. Bellerin being targeted here today. Anthony Martial doing his job brilliantly. We've broken Arsenal down. To think that they've come here today to play defensively, and it's not working for them. Bellerin, should Petr Cech be doing better there? With the experience he possesses, it's at his far post. He's already recovered as the ball comes over the top, as you'll see on the replay. We'll switch it to director here. Petr Cech recovers across the line, and he's right there. He should be saving that really, but I'm happy. Shaw with the throw, finds Nemanja Matic. Good ball that is to find the run of Romelu Lukaku. For Fred, hits it and scores. Well, Arsenal. Doing an Arsenal here, aren't they? It's 3-0. And we're not even 20 minutes into the game. Look at the space Fred was given here. Takes a touch. Lines up his shot. And beats Petr Cech. 3-0 against Arsenal. It's turning into a bloodbath, this game. Just under 20 minutes gone. United 3-0 up at Old Trafford. And Paul Pogba with the free kick. Oh my words. It's 4. That's his 10th goal of the season. And that is world class. What's that, about 25, 30 yards out from goal. And Petr Cech is having an absolute mare for Arsenal today. Now, how do Arsenal respond? They came here, digging in, hoping not to concede as many goals as they have done. Mustafi's moved over to the left side of central defence. That's interesting. Zivkovic finds Aubameyang, and he's made it 4-1. Maybe a way back into this game for Arsenal. De Gea way off his line. That is a beautiful goal though. That's his 19th goal of the season. Look at Aubameyang. Oh, he just skips past the challenge of Lindelof, and De Gea rooted to the spot way off his line. That is a really nice finish though. Cool, calm, collected, composed. Everything you'd want from your centre forwards. We just got to make sure that they don't go and get a second. Because if they do, they're going to start thinking, you know what, we might be able to go and get another here and really put the pressure on United. Maybe get a decent result from this game. And we've also got to make sure we don't get that comfortable with this scoreline. There is the half-time whistle then. So, we go in at half-time. 4-1 up against Arsenal. That's brilliant. Be loving this if it was Friday night football in real life. I'm very happy with the way things are. Keep it up. Keep that level of performance up. Maybe go out and get another 4 goals against Arsenal. Another 8-2 win. Imagine that. Would be incredible. Arsenal get things started then for the second half. Well, Matters come on then for Jesse Lingard. Zivkovic with the corner. Bailly with the header away. Still in the danger area. Mkhitaryan's pulled another goal back for Arsenal. Mkhitaryan this time. It's 4-2. 65 minutes on the clock. I don't really want to drop our defensive line. We're playing at home. If we start going defensive, I don't want to start going Mourinho on this and parking the bus. Torreira turns on it. Back pass to Monreal. Mkhitaryan hits it first time on his left. De Gea well and truly beaten. It's 4-2 then. And from Arsenal's point of view, it's game on. Tell the players to concentrate here. Here is Hector Bellerin. Martial's done well to win the ball, but it's fallen for Mkhitaryan. It's good, decent ball into the box. Inviting for Aubameyang, but De Gea was to it first. And what's he going to do here to Lindelof? Just roll it out. What's he doing? Mkhitaryan's pinched it offshore. Aubameyang. De Gea's made up for that mistake. That was poor distribution. He's made up for it with that save. But who knows what's going to come from this corner. Zivkovic. They've looked quite threatening with their set pieces, Arsenal, today. Lukaku finds Martial then. Can he switch the play? No. Martial's still got the ball. Does really well there. Zivkovic, another corner. It's Koscielny. De Gea on the line. Hoo-hoo, so close. And Smalling, Fellaini, what are we doing? Arsenal pressing here. De Gea, why is Bailly passing that back to De Gea? Just move it forwards. Ozil. Zivkovic. Cut us in half there. It's 4-3. He picks up the ball, looking to get the game restarted as quick as possible. Tell me they're not going to get an equaliser. We're so close to absolutely bottling this. Disgraceful defensive display today. De Gea's made a few questionable decisions. I know I like my teams to play out from the back, but when you're, 4-0 up? And then 4-1, 4-2, you don't start doing that. Socrates, they're going to go and get one, aren't they? Ooh, he did find Aubameyang, and he would have been in, but we're saved by the whistle. And it's finished Manchester United 4, Arsenal 3. It's great for the neutrals, plenty of goals on Friday night. But win or not, that performance, especially at the back, was quite disappointing. And to think we've got Spurs in a couple of days, if we play like that again, they'll be beating us. They've got Harry Kane, they've got Dele Alli, they've got Son and Lucas, and Christian Eriksen as well with his creativity. They will most certainly be putting a few past us. If we play like that again, maybe if I just make one change at the back, maybe take someone like Lindelof out, who didn't perform as well as Eric Bailly. He did seem a bit of a liability, and again, De Gea did make a few questionable mistakes. And I hate saying that, because De Gea being the best goalkeeper in the world, there you go, Pogba continued to be scouted by Barcelona. As always, Lukaku reveals patent fury in the dressing room after the game. Yes, we won, but just not good enough at the back. Saturday's games have taken place, and Liverpool dropped all 3 points at Anfield as Southampton nicked a 1-0 win there, which sees them up to 7th. What a win for Southampton, what a result for us. Man City also dropped 2 points in their game at the evening kickoff, finished 1-1 there, and Spurs beat Crystal Palace 4-1 at home in their recent game in the Premier League. So they are certainly on a high. You can see the players that scored: Winks, Ali, Kane, Son, all on the score sheet. As I said, they'll be on a high heading into this next game at Old Trafford. We need to be a lot better than we were in that game against Arsenal. Our last 3 games we've won. Looking at our last 3 games, slightly better than Tottenham. The last time we played Spurs, it was at Wembley in the EFL Cup final. We beat them 3-0. Clean sheet there. And then the reverse fixture in the Premier League, again at Wembley, finished 3-0 with Lukaku with 2 goals to his name and Anthony Martial. Another clean sheet for David De Gea. But going by that game against Arsenal, will he even be able to keep a clean sheet against Spurs? Let's have a look at their team then. Who do they have out? Eriksen is in need of a rest. So is Harry Kane, but they'll definitely start this game, and they've still got Eric Dyer out. Oh wow, okay, I didn't realise there was some big games to be played here on Wednesday. So Arsenal are at home to Bournemouth, and how about this one at Stamford Bridge? Chelsea against Liverpool. We need Chelsea to get the 3 points there. And we've got Spurs as well. Spurs haven't beaten us at all in our last 2 meetings. Hopefully we continue that run here today. John Moss is in charge of the game. Come on then. The teams are in then for this big game. Just the one change for Manchester United, and it's Marcus Rashford who starts ahead of Romelu Lukaku, who drops to the bench for today's game. For Spurs, though, it's Lloris that starts in goal. Back four of Aurier, Alderweireld, Vertonghen and Davis. Sanchez starts in midfield. Maybe Pochettino will drop to a back five at some point in this game. Up top, though, Lucas Moura, Eriksen, Son and Harry Kane all start. Dele Alli on the bench. Surprised to see that. But saying that, he is certainly a good, solid option to have on the bench for Pochettino. So it's United that get things underway here at Old Trafford. Pogba picks out Lingard. Could we be in for an early goal here? Nope. It's out for a throw. Corner for Spurs. Inviting from Eriksen. De Jong closes it down. Bay coming forwards and claiming it. Here is Marcus Rashford then. Looking to make an impact here today is our number 10. Martial swings it in. It's falling for Fred, who did score in our last game against Arsenal. Matic. There's Luke Shaw picking up the loose ball. Pogba. Back to Luke Shaw. Shaw for Martial. Looking for Lingard. Great intensity so far. Just under 10 minutes gone. Fred finds Valencia. Looking for Pogba. Martial finds Pogba. What a save from Lloris. Luke Shaw cutting inside again. Look at this run from Shaw. Finds Martial. Fred in space. Fred hits it. Lloris saves it up onto the post. And he's denied another worldie there, Fred. Davis with the throw. Son gets on the end of it. It's Christian Eriksen now. Always a danger just outside the penalty area there. Frankie de Jong on a yellow card. Finds Davison Sanchez. Nice little 1-2s here. It's out wide to Davis. Son. Always a danger. Harry Kane coming close there. Corner for United. Fred takes. It's Martial. So many bodies in the area for Manchester United, and yet we still haven't found a way through. Eriksen takes a free kick for Spurs. Great challenge from Fred. He's there again with another defensive block. Kane. We're all over Kane at the moment, and we've done well to clear the danger. And it's Rashford on the move as it's gone 1-1 between Chelsea and Liverpool. Lingard. Valencia. Zaria that clears. Fred's. And the curling effort. Well, that's half time. It's been action-packed between United and Spurs. We've hardly conceded any free kicks in promising areas, apparently. But you can see at half time at Stamford Bridge, it's 2-1 to Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold with 2 penalties. Just going to try and get the lads pumped up here for the second half. We need the win here. If Liverpool are going to win, as you can see, they're just 3 points behind us as it stands. If we can get the win here against Spurs, we'll go 5 points clear. Victor Lindelof has been quite error-prone. Harry Kane has been injured, picked up a knock. We're going to go in hard on him. I think, yeah, we already are. And I'm sure Pochettino will make a decision very soon. Yeah, there we go. It didn't take long, did it? He's replaced Harry Kane with Dele Alli, who he's going to start up top. That's an interesting one. Martial's also picked up a knock, or he's looking exhausted out there. So we're going to make a change. We're going to drop Rashford onto the left. We're going to bring on Big Rom, who did score in our last game against Arsenal. Eric Lamella's come on for Christian Eriksen as well. There we go. Rashford not having the best of games. I think I might take him off in just a moment for Sanchez. You know what? Sanchez, could he add a bit more to this game? Let's go for it. Let's bring Sanchez on for Rashford. And let's see what he can do. An elite winger. Aurier with the throw. It's a long throw. Lindelof to find Pogba. Manu Matic to Fred. Good ball out wide for Antonio Valencia. Good delivery. Romelu Lukaku. Instant impact. Super sub for Manchester United. And that's his 30th goal of the season. Probably one of his most important goals as well that he'll score this season. Fred out wide to Valencia. Look at the run Lukaku makes. What a cross from Valencia at the near post. Lukaku on the end of it. Lloris unable to save it. And Lukaku just tips it across the line. 1-0. Shaw with the throw then. And Sanchez. Back to short. Matic. Fred. Nice build-up here from United. Sanchez moving forwards. Lukaku hits it. Lloris saves. And Lukaku quicker off the mark than Lloris. Oh dear, Lloris. Dear oh dear, he should be doing better than that. Sanchez. Great space. Runs into it. Lukaku playing off the shoulder of the defender. On his favoured left side. Hits it with power. Lloris does save but can't keep hold of it. Lukaku beats him to it once again. Cross the line 2-0. Pogba. Oh, did score a free kick against Arsenal. Almost scored against Tottenham there as well. And you can see the goal line technology. How close was that? Very, very close. Pogba. Oh, it's just past him. Bay comes forwards. Oh, hello. No penalty given. I thought penalty was given. Lukaku almost got his hat-trick there. And there's the full-time whistle. We've kept yet another clean sheet against Tottenham. That's 3 games, 3 wins against Spurs this season. And a huge 3 points towards our title hopes. Brilliant. Romelu Lukaku coming off the bench. And well, rescuing us from going on to maybe drawing this game. It didn't look as though it had too much in that final third. But Lukaku certainly added an extra dimension to our attack. Liverpool getting the win as well. It was so important we beat Spurs, and it's a job well done. Thanks to Big Rom, with 31 goals to his name now this season in all competitions. He has been tremendous. Pochettino looking to move on. I should think so. After losing all 3 games, and one of those being a cup final as well against United, we'll just praise Lukaku. So then, up next we've got Blackburn in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. I'm thinking then the next episode will be once again another double live com. We'll start with that game against Blackburn. Then we'll play the quarter-final first leg of the Champions League against Liverpool at Anfield. And then the episode after we'll play City and Liverpool. So these next 2 episodes, expect double live comms. But for now, that is going to be it for this episode. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.